And welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is your host, the Golden One, aka Remy Gold. Today I'm just going to walk through quickly the beat you just heard, I think it's called Game Over. I haven't given it a name yet. So yeah, let's quickly look at the sample. The main sample was from an old video game, Japanese, and it was quite fast. Maybe you guys need to see it. There we go. Quite a long sample. There are the parts, and then basically this part I just slow down, and I don't know if you guys can see, I used the stretch function to 4 bars. Then I went through into here and resampled the bass line just by filtering out the high frequencies and boosting the low frequencies, and then I reversed it, so together. And then I did the drums. The drums were kick, and then a pitched kick, snare, and various hi-hats. And to get that kind of wonky beat sound, very simply, I first just did the kick and the snare, and then I just not randomly, but I kind of played off kilter a little bit, and then move things around, put it on maybe 32s, 132, and just slightly move them around, or you can just switch it off completely. I think maybe I put it on free, snap, and then play around with the velocity. Hope you guys can hear my voice properly. I still need to figure out a whole mixer system here, so I can separate my voice to the noise, to the beat, sorry, and then the background noise is an issue too. And then I played the drums, layered the bass line, and then to make I had some vocal samples that I just added a delay. Another thing you can do, which is pretty cool, and then some game effects. And then here, Game Over, famous sample. How I did that to get the delay. Game Over. What you can do is in the performance mode, you go to the dub, which is one of my favorites. Where is it? Blind. You just put it on there. Put hold, right? Then, for example, you go into sequence. Game Over. You put that. Game Over. Into this. See there, I've done it already. Game Over. And then what you can do is you can go into Game Over. Let's just stop it. So this original, without the effect, now I put the effect on, I put it into a sequence, and then you just take that loop or sequence, and you can basically, there's a function resample loop, and now it's put it here for, and it's switched off the effect. If that makes sense, hopefully that makes sense. Any questions, feel free to ask. And then obviously sidechained on the drums to the sample. And then the second part, I just basically copied the drums. So what I do is I make all the original sequencing here, and then I drag and copy them, and then I mess around with them, play around, experiment a little bit, so that I don't lose the original project base, the original ideas. and I make different sequences and copies and stuff like that, and then I take that into, this is basically the performance sequences, and then yeah, you can hear the second part. I just use that sample from the same song basically, and then just added effects and stuff like that. I have opened a buy me a coffee if you guys want to help out the channel. I do love coffee, so you can buy me a coffee. If you don't, just watching the videos, dropping a like, leaving a comment really helps out with the channel as we're growing. Thanks to all the new subscribers and people leaving comments and likes. I really do appreciate it. Helps out the channel immensely. Yeah, if there's other ways you can support me, just check in the description. Thank you very much for watching. Also in the future, I'm thinking of doing live streams where I just basically start a beat to the finish. Maybe give myself half an hour just to run through it, maybe longer, but not more than 45 minutes, I would say. If anybody is interested in that, you know, to see the workflow in action, let me know in the comments. Yeah, like I said, feel free to ask. I always reply to comments. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I post a video weekly. Remy Golden out. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.